All right, guys, look at this beauty behind me. Huge home in Carlton Woods getting fully remodeled. This one is gonna be a fully smart home. Control4, JoshAI, you name it, we're doing it here. Today is phase one. Let's go take a tour. Come on. Welcome, come on in here. It's not my house, but we spend a lot of time in this house. Today, everybody's gone. The painters just finished, they left. We're able to sneak in and show you phase one of this project. We started this project roughly about 4 months ago. The house is getting fully remodeled, as you can see. So we came by and dropped a bunch of cat cables, a bunch of speaker lines, a bunch of data lines for multiple things. Touch panels are gonna be in a lot of places in the household. This is a house where we're also doing JoshAI, voice automation. So you'll notice a couple touch panels or places where we're putting touchscreens along the wall. Because here we're doing lighting, so eventually all of these switches that you're seeing coming off are gonna be replaced. So all these switches, we're gonna be replacing all of the speakers in some of the most common rooms. We're gonna be replacing some of the other speakers are staying, but the house was rewired because previously it was wired for a different homeowner. So for example, the living room behind me, this had a different layout the first time we came. So this was gutted out. We had some construction done. As you can see, this is one of the rooms where we're gonna have a surround sound because we have multiple speaker lines running here. This is where the TV is going to be located. I don't know if you're a visuals person, but this is what this room is going to look like when we're done. Cool TV up there, a bunch of speakers everywhere. This is one of the rooms where we're gonna have a touch panel, boom, right there. There's gonna be a touch panel on that wall, and there's also gonna be a JoshAI controller in this room. This house is going to have an endless amount of zones of audio. So all of these zones you're gonna be able to combine and play together. Today, you're gonna get to see, once again, some of the rough stuff, because I wanna phase these things out. I don't wanna just bring you in the house when we're all the way done. On this one, we have been working for a while. As you can see, we got cabling, we got some racks and some things going on upstairs. I'll bring y'all back in a few weeks or a couple months whenever we're bringing in equipment. But right now you got a taste of the downstairs, what it looks like. I'm gonna take you upstairs to this game room and this gym and home theater that we're building. So come on. These are some of the touch panel places that I was talking about. We got cat cable running to multiple places in the house. These are places that is gonna be easy to access for them to press a button on a touchscreen or just send out commands. Like I mentioned, this house is going to have JoshAI. JoshAI is the full-blown automation experience because you get to talk to the house and it does what it's supposed to do. You don't have to talk to it like you do with Alexa, send specific commands for specific items. You can literally come up here and say, hey Josh, it's hot. Well, it knows that this Josh is closer to that thermostat, so it's gonna tend the temperature down in this area. Fully automated, real cool. We're gonna do a bunch of lighting. Right now, I wanna show you the ugly stuff, so when I bring you back and it's all nice and pretty, you got an idea of where we started. Come on. On the audio side, we only have a pair of speakers going out here, but I do wanna pause for a second and show y'all this beautiful view. Chris, turn the camera this way. Look at this. This is beautiful. Eventually, there's going to be some audio running around the perimeter of the house. There's actually gonna be a golf simulator that get installed in that black covered area that's over there. They're gonna build a house and we're gonna put a man cave like golf simulator type. We are running lines to the exterior of the house, so whenever we trench audio and put speakers out here, they can be connected to the rack. Nothing cool in this area in regards to automation, but it definitely is a room that I myself would use a lot. Imagine popping in some music, kicking back, relaxing, bringing some friends over, and looking at the fruits of your labor. What a beautiful home with an amazing automation project. Come on, let's go. Let's keep walking this beauty. So now we're in the game room. A couple things to consider. This game room and this gym have a hallway in between. This is where majority of the entertaining is gonna be happening. In a couple of months, you're gonna walk into this room, you're gonna see a huge 96-inch TV on this wall, and then we're actually going to put two 55-inch TVs over here. So this is gonna be a fully entertaining area. There's gonna be a bar, a bunch of seats. We do have audio in here, so we have a surround sound. And the cool thing about this room is, once again, we got a touch panel back there for control, but here we're gonna have some video distribution. So the client will have the option to play a game on this TV, on the large TV, and two different games or two different sources into these two TVs. And he can actually pull audio from any television to send it into the speakers. This is one of the rooms where they'll have a handheld remote and be able to control everything from their hand. But in this scenario, we got a touch panel back there. It's gonna be cool to see it. If I take you this way to the gym, and also where all of the wiring for the house was located, more cabling, more cabling. Cat cables everywhere in this house. The previous homeowner, this was actually their theater. This was a really nice theater that had a drop-down screen. This homeowner wasn't the room for him. He wanted to make this a gym. So a room in the back of the house was gutted out and remodeled into the home theater. I'll take you to that one next. But as you can see, the previous design didn't meet the client's lifestyle. This is gonna be a really cool gym. Full workout equipment, really nice windows to see the backyard of the house. We got a couple pair of speakers in this room that will be installed when painting is done. This is all of the cables that we ran for the house. Things to consider, we actually have cabling going to 3 different places in this house. So this right here is going to be for all of the data lines, the home audio, and the surround sound for the master bedroom. The game room is actually wired locally, and the home theater is wired locally. The reason we wanted to do that is they're actually going to have game consoles in those rooms. So we wanted to make sure that we didn't have to house the device here and create a lag in between the remotes or the actual displays. For those gamers, y'all know what I'm talking about. So in this scenario, we're keeping the Xbox and the PlayStation out there. And in here, there's actually gonna be a huge rack with a bunch of equipment. Like always, you'll see a design for it. You'll see how it's gonna look when we're done. But right now, we got a big old trunk with a bunch of cables that are already wired for us to bring in the trunk and get to work. Let's go check out the home theater. The room that I'm about to take you next is going to look just like this. Now for a second, huge shout out to Baker Design Group. They've done an amazing job designing this project. We've worked hand in hand to make selections in regards to shade, location, and all of the changes. Because just this room alone where I'm taking you next, we've actually rewired once and we're gonna have to relocate a few things. This is the home theater. As you can see, it's gonna have a bar and a seating area behind the screen. We're gonna have a riser for some home theater seating right here. This right here is going to be the best seat in the house. This is right in the center of this 133-inch screen that we're gonna put on this wall. Some of this stuff has to be relocated because the room kind of shifted over a little bit. But one of the things that I want to show and highlight is that this is actually going to be an acoustic transparent screen. Our center, our right, and our left are actually going to be located behind the screen. So up here, all you're gonna see is a big old screen covering this wall. This is gonna shift over a little bit. Originally, there was gonna be some cabinetry here. We were gonna wire it here. However, design and construction changes happen. So then we're gonna relocate this back into this closet in here to get it out of the way. This room is actually gonna be a 7.2.2. We're gonna have 3 front speakers, 6 in-ceiling speakers, and 2 subwoofers. It might look like just gray walls, but this is one of those rooms that I'm super excited to bring you back so you can see the finished product. So much has gone into this project: planning, wiring, labeling, design, changes. Today is only phase 1. So once again, the rough end and all the ugly things, but I want to get you a good idea of everything that happened here, so when I bring you back, it all makes sense. Come on, let's keep walking this house. All right, so we're in the master bedroom. More cables, more speakers. Good thing about this room is it's actually set up for a 5.1. We got 3 speakers in the front, in-wall speakers, 2 rear speakers in the back. This is basically where the bed is going to be, and you're gonna be facing the television. The TV hasn't been finalized on the size. This is where the previous wiring was located. Current homeowner wanted to keep it in place. So that's actually gonna be the location for the front speakers and the rear speakers. Now, one of the things that happened here is the previous homeowner actually had all this wired to the closet. He actually had an area in here with the rack where everything was going. And as you can see, everything's been gutted out. We got cabinetry going in place, and the surround sound was rewired upstairs. We got a pair of in-ceiling speakers here for audio. This is a really nice bathroom, or what will be a really nice bathroom. Right now, it got gutted out, but oh, boom, perfect scenario. For those that are visionaries and can actually imagine and bring things into reality, these are the renderings for this closet. Once again, huge shout out to these people right there. Baker has done an amazing job designing this home. The homeowners are extremely happy. They've been a pleasure to work with. Quick, responsive, easy to make decisions. So we're very excited to bring this project to the finish line. We're actually on a time crunch because this project is supposed to be completed. We actually already have a training day scheduled. So even though the house looks like this, in about a month and a half, we're gonna be coming in and training the client on how to use his new smart home. Look at the view in the backyard. Boom, we're in the backyard now. Look at this infinity pool. Now visualize this. Eventually, right behind me, there's gonna be a man cave where we're actually gonna do a golf simulator. There'll be additional audio and video in there for automation. Exterior of the homes, things that I wanna highlight. You'll notice a bunch of cabling hanging from over there. At the trim out stages, we're gonna be mounting cameras to make sure that there's safety and peace of mind from everywhere in this household. It's a huge property, so you wanna make sure that you see it all. There's a lot of speakers, there's a lot of TVs. This is a beautiful home that we'll be bringing home soon. I'm very excited for phase 2 of this project. But before I go, take a second, subscribe to the channel. It takes a lot to make these videos, and your feedback is greatly appreciated. So leave us a comment, drop a like, and subscribe. Thank you for joining me. This was phase 1 of this project. Come back for phase 2. Have yourself an awesome day.